You're listening to the WBT Podcast with Michael Lodge. Listen to all of our podcasts at www.wbtpod.com. Stay informed. Let's get started.
This is brought to you by Lodge & Co., a business and tax advisory firm where your success is our goal. Call us today toll-free at 888-681-1518 or visit us at www.lodge-co.com and learn more about what we can do for you. Lodge & Co., your source for sound business and tax services.
And welcome to the WBT. This is Michael Lodge. I'm glad you joined me this bright and cheery morning. I'm recording this at 5:42 a.m. in the morning, so probably a lot of you are not up, unless you're over on the East Coast. But anyway, welcome to the WBT, and thank you for joining me. I have been noticing a lot of individuals on Instagram and Facebook, and they're trying to sell you or trying to get you to invest into their real estate projects. Now, I'm going to be very honest about this. I have this mixed feeling of whether or not these schemes that these individuals are putting before you are really the type of investment that you need to be in. Because, listen, I always believe that I am going to know the product or the project that I'm going to invest in. I want to study it forwards and backwards. I want to see all the financial projections. I want to see everything that has to do with that project. And if the individual who is trying to sell me into that investment scheme is not willing to show me the data, then a big red flag goes off. I mean, a huge red flag. So listen, I want to be very clear with you, is that there's never a reason to hurry into an investment. Do your due diligence. Know the individual who is producing this investment. If he's talking about success, what has been his success rates? What has he turned from nothing into something? What is his reputation? Does he have any marks on him at the securities and exchange companies that are securities and exchange organizations that are out there monitoring investments? So, in other words, what I'm saying is do your due diligence on the investment. Know the industry. I never like to invest into anything I don't know. And I never like putting 100% of my money into something or someone that I don't know. It doesn't make business sense. But I'm getting tired of seeing these guys on Instagram and Facebook saying, listen, you've got to invest now. We're running out of time. You've got to do it now. Get into this scheme. Get into this investment right now. Go online and sign up and put your money in. Listen, I would run as far as I possibly could from that type of investment. I'm not going to invest into something or someone that's going to push me into making a fast decision. It doesn't make sense. And I think that you and I, we have to use common sense. We're not going to invest our money unless we've had time to do our due diligence on the project and on the individuals who are doing the project. It doesn't make common sense if we don't. And if you do, if you're just going to go on blind faith and throw $5,000 into a mix or a pool of money and you don't know how it's going to come out, there's a big problem. You're not thinking with an investment head. Instead, you're thinking with this desire to make a whole bunch of money based upon what somebody else said. But you have no idea how that money is going to be spent or used. And when I see an investor, or not an investor, but an individual who's trying to present an investment, and they say to you, listen, cash is king. We've got to have everything in cash so we can pay everything in cash. But then in the next breath, you see him posting a video signing a loan document to buy a piece of property. So what is the cash being used for? I see a lot of red flags in a lot of these proposals that are out there. I see it on Facebook. I see it on Instagram. I see it on LinkedIn. I see it all over the place. It's kind of like the scams that were being run some time ago when, hey, listen, we found $1 million and we want you to claim it, and here's how you do it. And it was always a rush. And then we found out that it was a fake. So you and I, we've got to do better. We've got to do better at how we are spending our money. If you're putting $5,000, $10,000 into a project and you have not paid down your own debt, then you are an idiot. Because the most important thing is to protect your own financial future. Not to invest into somebody else's. Because you haven't taken care of your own. That is the biggest issue that I see out there, is people become money hungry to make some fast dough. But in actuality, they're not making fast dough. In fact, they may not even make anything. Because they haven't done their own research and their due diligence. I'm going to harp on this all year long because I see too many people getting involved in schemes and losing it. So listen, we can go on and on about this, but this is a very simple answer to every single investment that you're going to make. Do your due diligence. Study it from head to toe. I don't care if it takes 3 months or 6 months for you to make that investment. Make sure that you know what you're buying into. If you don't know what you're owning, you're going to fail every single time. So I just want to come on this podcast today and kind of give you a heads up and to tell you, do better at your investing. Don't just look at the financial gain, but look at the individuals and the investment scheme that they are presenting. Because you need to know 100% of what you're buying. Okay? I know it's one of those situations where you say, well, my gosh, if I don't jump into it now, I may lose out. So what, as long as you know what you're getting into? You may get into this thing really fast, and you know what? You're probably going to lose your money really fast. Slow it down. Look at the individuals. Look at the investment. Look at the numbers. If you don't understand the numbers, hire someone to look at the numbers for you and to give you a financial picture of what you're getting into. They've looked at these investment documents forwards and backwards before, but you haven't. So you don't know what the end result is going to be if certain things are not met. And if that project is going to be tied up with debt, that is part of your debt. Okay? That is part of your debt. Because your investment money has got to go to pay down that debt. Be smart here. Use common sense. Think about it. Kind of hard to do, isn't it? I mean, you want to make money, but you also have to be a common sense investor. And you've got to listen to these individuals who are trying to sell you because they are trying to get to you and they're trying to get to your money. So they're going to try and make you feel guilty. And they're going to say, if you don't invest today, if you don't go online and put your money into the project, you're going to lose out. Well, you know what? I would honestly like to lose out because I want to know the terms of this investment. I want to know what I'm going to own and what say I have in this investment if the manager of the investment does something wrong. What are my protections? Ask and get as much answers as you possibly can from these individuals and be tough. And if they don't want to be forthcoming with you, and if they don't want to provide documents to you, and if they don't want to explain the financial issues with you, walk away. In fact, don't walk away, run. So that's my lecture for today. Due diligence, due diligence, due diligence on every single investment that you're going to make. Because when I get called, it's usually too late. When people are calling me and saying, hey, will you look at the financials that I invested in? Then it's too late. Because now you've put your money into it. Now you're getting some fishy smells coming out of it. And now you don't know what to do and whether or not if you're going to get your money back. People call me too late. So I want you to be good investors out there. Think with common sense. Ask the tough questions. Know the financial numbers before you put any money into anything. This is Mike Lodge for the WBT. I hope everybody has a great day. And let's be wise in our investments. Talk with you soon. Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to the WBT with Michael Lodge. Join us again tomorrow as we explore more about business and taxes. Follow us on iHeartRadio and go to our podcast website at www.wbtpod.com and listen to all of our podcasts and read our blogs.
This is brought to you by Lodge & Co., a business and tax advisory firm where your success is our goal. Call us today toll-free at 888-681-1518 or visit us at www.lodge-co.com and learn more about what we can do for you. Lodge & Co., your source for sound business and tax services.